হ্যালো ভিউয়ার্স, সবাই কেমন আছেন? আশা করি ভালো আছেন আপনারা। আমরাও অনেক ভালো আছি। অনেকেই স্বপ্ন দেখে বিদেশে পড়তে যাওয়ার। তার মধ্যে কানাডা স্পেসিফিকলি কিন্তু খুব একটা পপুলার ডেস্টিনেশন ফর স্টাডিজ। আজকের এই ভিডিওতে আমরা একটা সুন্দর একটা সাকসেস স্টোরি শুনবো। আর স্টোরিটা একটু ইউনিক অ্যান্ড খুব সুন্দরভাবে এটা আসলে ভিসা প্রসেসিংটা কমপ্লিট হয়েছে বা ভিসা সে পেয়েছে। তো তার মুখ থেকে আমরা কিন্তু আজকে স্টোরিটা শুনবো। তার আগে কিছু কথা আমি বলবো, যেমন অনেকেরই কিন্তু অনেক ভুল ধারণা থাকে যে পোস্ট গ্রাজুয়েশন কোর্স যেগুলো থাকে 1 বছরের, এগুলো হয়তো ভিসা হয় না, কলেজে হয়তো ভিসা হয় না, অথবা আইএলটিএস স্কোর কম থাকলে ইএসএল দিয়ে যারা অ্যাপ্লাই করে তাদের হয়তো ভিসাটা হচ্ছে না, এরকম অনেক ভুল ধারণা থাকে। সো আজকের স্টোরিটা আপনারা যখন শুনবেন, আই এম প্রিটি শিওর যারা অনেক লো কনফিডেন্ট এই বিষয়ে তারা ইন্সপায়ার্ড হবেন। আর টু বি অনেস্ট, অনেক ফ্যাক্টরস থাকে যেগুলো একটা ভিসা পাওয়াকে এফেক্ট করতে পারে। আর আমরা আজকে এরকমই একজন স্পেশাল মানুষের স্টোরি শুনবো। তো তিনি আমার সাথেই আছেন এই মুহূর্তে। হার নেম ইজ দীপা পল। তো হ্যালো।
হ্যালো,
কেমন আছেন আপনি?
ভালো।
আপনি তো এখন আকাশে উঠছিলেন।
পুরোটা উঠতে পারছি না। সো জাস্ট আজকে ভিসা পেলাম। সো
ওয়াও, দ্যাটস গ্রেট।
হ্যাঁ, অবভিয়াসলি
আপনি
এক্সাইটেড।
খুব এক্সাইটেড আছেন।
হ্যাঁ,
সো আপনারও তো হয়তো এরকম ডাউট ছিল, তাই না? যেগুলো আমি বললাম এখনই, এগুলো
এক্স্যাক্টলি
নিয়ে ডাউট
আমার
ছিল?
ডাউট ছিল এন্ড আমি অ্যাকচুয়ালি বিশ্বাসও করতে পারিনি যে এত তাড়াতাড়ি হয়ে যাবে,
হ্যাঁ, অনেক
উইদিন
কম সময় হয়েছে।
16 ডেজ।
ওয়াও।
আর এই তো
দ্যাটস গ্রেট। সো আপনি যখন আমাদের এখানে এসেছিলেন, আপনার মনে এই প্রশ্নগুলো ছিল যে হয়তো পিজিডিতে ভিসাটা হয় না, বা ইএসএল দিয়ে আপনার হয়তো ভিসাটা হবে না। আপনি তো মনে হয় মেন্টালি প্রিপেয়ারও ছিলেন না যে আপনি ভিসাটা পাবেন।
এক্স্যাক্টলি, যেহেতু আমার আইএলটিএস স্কোরটা একটু কম ছিল, আমার তো বেসিক্যালি প্ল্যান ছিল মাস্টার্সই করার ডিরেক্ট। তো যেহেতু আমার আইএলটিএস স্কোরটা কম
কত ছিল আইএলটিএস স্কোরটা?
5.5 ছিল।
ওয়াও। এন্ড আপনি ইএসএল প্রোগ্রাম দিয়ে যাচ্ছেন?
এক্স্যাক্টলি।
কত দিনের ইএসএল প্রোগ্রাম?
এটা 8 উইকস, মানে 2 মান্থ। সো যখন আমাকে, আর আমরা তো বেশিরভাগ টাইমে শুনি যে কলেজে ইউজুয়ালি মাস্টার্স বা পোস্ট গ্রাজুয়েট ভিসা হয় না,
এটা অনেকের ভুল
ভুল
ধারণা।
ধারণা। তো দেখা গেল যে এখানে যখন বললো যে না, দে ক্যান ডু ইট, সো আমরা বললাম, ঠিক আছে, টেক আ স্টেপ, মানে একটা চান্স নেওয়া যায়। সো
You believed in us.
এক্স্যাক্টলি।
That's great. So আপনি কোন কলেজে যাচ্ছেন?
আমি ফ্যানশো কলেজ যাচ্ছি।
এটা কোন স্টেটে?
এইটা লন্ডন, অন্টারিও।
অন্টারিওতে। টরন্টো থেকে কত দূরে এটা?
যেটা আমি যত শুনেছি, মানে 2-2.5 ঘন্টা এরকম কিছু একটা ডিস্টেন্স।
সবাই অ্যাকচুয়ালি টরন্টো টার্গেট করে থাকে মোস্টলি, বাট আশেপাশে সিটিগুলো অনেক সুটেবল অ্যাকচুয়ালি ফর ইন্টারন্যাশনাল স্টুডেন্টস। আর আপনার মানে সাবজেক্টটা কি, মানে যেই প্রোগ্রামে?
যেহেতু আমার ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড হচ্ছে ফ্যাশন ডিজাইনিং, সো আমি চুজ করেছি প্রোডাক্ট ডেভেলপমেন্ট।
ওয়াও, সো ইউ কেপ্ট দ্যাট রেলেভেন্স,
এক্স্যাক্টলি,
রাইট?
মানে আমি আমার ট্র্যাকটা ঠিক রেখেছিলাম, বিকজ আমার প্ল্যান ছিল যে কোনো ইন ফিউচার মানে আমি এরকম ফ্যাশন ফিল্ড বা ওরকম টাইপের কিছুতে একটা জব করতে চাই, বা আমার নিজের পার্সোনাল কোনো বিজনেস করতে চাই।
ওয়াও,
সো এটাকে আমি লিঙ্ক আপ রেখেছি।
দ্যাটস ভেরি নাইস। সো আপনার ক্লাসটা কবে শুরু হচ্ছে?
তো আমি শুরু করেছি আমার প্রসেসিং ফেব্রুয়ারি থেকে এখানে। সো ইট জাস্ট টুক 2 মান্থ। সো আমি মে সেশন ছিল, সেটা আমি ধরতে পারিনি। সো হোপফুলি মেবি জুলাই, 2nd জুলাই আমার ক্লাস স্টার্ট।
That's very good. That's very good. So, overall, আপনি এখন মানে what is going on in your mind about all of this?
আজকে ভিসা পেয়েছি, সো ওভারঅল মোটামুটি একটা
ভাব অলরেডি।
হ্যাঁ, একটু তো ভালোও লাগছে, আবার নার্ভাসও লাগছে, জানি না কি করবো। সো আই এম হ্যাপি, ওভারঅল আই এম হ্যাপি।
That's fantastic.
Exactly.
You should be.
Exactly.
স্বপ্ন থাকে, স্বপ্ন দেখে। সো আপনি তো অনেক দূরে থেকে আসছেন।
হ্যাঁ,
তাই না?
আমি বেসিক্যালি আপ ডাউন করি। আমার বাপের বাড়ি ধানমন্ডি, বা শ্বশুর হচ্ছে পুরান ঢাকা।
Wow,
So, আমার
মানে
পুরান ঢাকা থেকে
how did you know about us? আমরা তো উত্তরে থাকি।
অ্যাকচুয়ালি এটার জন্য আমার হাজবেন্ডকে থ্যাংক ইউ দেওয়া উচিত। সে এই লিঙ্কটা বের করেছে। সো আমাকে খুব ইনসিস্ট করেছে আনার জন্য। সো আমি বলছি যে আমি যাবো না বা কিছু এটা, বাট বিকজ অফ হিম আই এম হিয়ার।
মানে এটাই শকিং, আপনি অনেক দূরে থাকেন,
Exactly.
তারপরে আপনি আমাদের এতদূর কষ্ট করে এসেছেন, দেখেন দিন শেষে কিন্তু আপনার সার্থক হচ্ছে।
Exactly.
মানে হয়েছে, আর
হ্যাঁ,
খুব
হ্যাঁ।
কম সময়,
এটাই
মাত্র
হচ্ছে
16 দিনে।
সবচেয়ে শকিং মানে
হ্যাঁ,
থিংস যে
exactly.
হ্যাঁ আমি বলবো এটা হতে পারে। আর যদি আমার স্টাডি অফ পারপাসটা স্ট্রং থাকে,
Right.
অ্যান্ড আমার যেহেতু আমার নমিনি হচ্ছে আমার ফাদার মাদার,
Right, right,
সো
right.
আমার নমিনির যে যত ডকুমেন্টস ছিল অনেক স্ট্রং ছিল,
Okay, okay. Very
সো
good.
সেটাই মেবি এটাকে অনেক সাপোর্ট
Visa,
করেছে।
হ্যাঁ, true. So basically আমরাও আপনাদের আপনার documents check
হুম।
করেছি and we found that these were strong.
হুম।
So even we had believed that
হুম, হুম,
you'll get the
exactly.
visa. So financial বিষয়টা যদি strong রাখা যায়
Exactly.
আর আপনি যেটা আপনার study purpose এটা
হুম।
যদি strong থাকে, I'm pretty sure যে embassy কে মানে satisfy করা যায়। আর
Exactly.
that's what you did.
Exactly.
That's fantastic. So আমাদের সার্ভিস কেমন লেগেছে?
হ্যাঁ, ওভারঅল সার্ভিস খুব ভালো ছিল,
আচ্ছা,
অনেক
আচ্ছা।
কোঅপারেটিভ এন্ড সাপোর্টিভ।
Okay, okay.
থ্যাংক ইউ প্রমিনেন্ট কনসালটেন্ট
হ্যাঁ।
ফর দ্যাট।
Thanks to sir, actually. He's
Yeah.
wonderful. He's very
Exactly.
cooperative. So, would you like to tell anything to the viewers? যারা দেখছে, মানে যারা inspired হচ্ছে আপনার কথা শুনে? তাদের জন্য কি
আমি বলবো হ্যাঁ আইএলটিএসটা হচ্ছে মেন দেওয়া উচিত। যদি মিনিমাম রেজাল্টও থাকে 5.5 to 6, সো একবার এসে এখানে মানে অনেক কলেজ আছে, ভালো ভালো কলেজ, কিছু ভার্সিটিও আছে অনেক, সো অ্যাটলিস্ট এখানে এসে একবার চান্স নেওয়া উচিত যে করা যায় কিনা। সো
মানে ফাইল অ্যাসেসমেন্ট একটা ইম্পর্টেন্ট কাজ যেটা
exactly.
আমরা করে থাকি। সো তারপরে আমরা যখন আপনাকে একটা সাজেশন দিই, আপনার
Exactly.
প্রোফাইল দেখি সাজেশন দিই, তখন একটু বিশ্বাস করলে কিন্তু খারাপ হয় না।
হ্যাঁ, exactly.
এক্সাম্পল আমার চোখের
হ্যাঁ।
সামনে।
কারণ প্রথমে তো টাকা দিতে হচ্ছে না, দ্যাটস
Right.
হুইচ ইজ দ্য মেইন ফ্যাক্ট। যেটা বেসিক দিতে হচ্ছে সেটা তো আমার দিতে হবে, যেটা আমি নিজে করলে পরেও দিতে হবে। সো
Exactly.
হ্যাঁ করুক, তারপর হলে তো খুবই ভালো, আর না হলে দ্যাট ইজ টোটাল ব্যাড লাক।
Exactly. Thank you so much আমাদের
হ্যাঁ।
সাথে আজকে উপস্থিত হওয়ার
Yes, dear viewers, first of all, I'd like to welcome you on today's live show with Fanshawe College. And you were watching a video of success story of Fanshawe College student who got visa to do ESL and PGD program in costume production in Fanshawe College in London, Ontario. Actually, through the video, you must be learning the things that you have so many things in your mind that the college people, those people who are applying to colleges are not getting visa. They don't have any life over there. They are not getting PR. They are not getting PSW. So a lot of confusions in your mind, but through this story, you can easily understand that how easy it was to get visa, to get enrollment, and everything was done very quickly within a short time. And as she said, you don't need to pay anything before processing, so you can do everything very easily with Prominent. And honestly speaking, Prominent is such a platform where they are working with so many public institutions from Canada since a couple of years, and we already have a very good bonding with all our colleges. We are well trained, experienced, and we know that what you need to do. And that the girl said that you need to be very careful for choosing your subject, which is very important to get visa. For number one, number two is that you must have IELTS. It's not like that you should not have IELTS. You must have IELTS. And number three, what she said, her sponsorship was very strong. Our parents' financial background was so strong, that was the advantage to get visa. So these three things you need to keep in your mind. If the thing is that even though you don't have nothing, you don't have anything, and you are applying to a university, your sponsor is not strong, your study plan is not strong, definitely you don't expect visa in that way. So college and university doesn't matter. Matter is your subject choice. Matter is your finance and your motivation, and what is your future plan with this subject, and what is the job prospect in Bangladesh. That's the thing you need to focus to the visa officer. So today we have two wonderful persons with us from Fanshawe College. First of all, I'd like to welcome Pranav, who is my very good friend. Actually, since long we have been in touch. As very good person, very calm and quiet. Don't talk much. She doesn't talk much. I like him so much. And Pranav, thank you so much for joining the live session. Can you hear me?
Yes, Syed, I can hear you well. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. I can hear you, and thank you so much for joining the live session. And I'd like to also welcome Mr. Sabbir Khan. Actually, he's a Bangladeshi guy who is working in Fanshawe College and recently joined to this college. And we would like to welcome Sabbir as well. So, how are you?
I'm fine. I do appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for a wonderful time. So, Pranav, before going to the serious topic, I mean, we'll discuss about all the things about Fanshawe College, about course requirements, and everything we'll discuss. And before that, I would like to tell all our viewers, please join this live session and try to share this live session in your timeline so the people who are interested to study in Canada, they could be benefited through this video, because this will be a 1 hour long session and where we'll discuss everything about Fanshawe College. And definitely, if you have any question regarding courses, anything about Fanshawe College, please feel free to ask. We'll try to give answer. And this video will be published in our YouTube channel as well, so you can subscribe anytime this video. And if you have any further question, please let us know. We'll try to solve your question. So Pranav, before going to the serious part, I mean the serious discussion, we will have a video of Fanshawe College, which is the campus video. So let's have the video first, then we'll go for the further discussion. Okay?
Sure.
It's the buildings, old and new alike, and those yet to be built. It's the communities, established in one city and expanded across county lines and now international borders. It's the people, those who lead, those who support, in front of the classroom and behind the scenes, those who engage and those who advocate, from down the street and across the globe. It's the impact, the kind we see, the kind we hear, the kind we feel, the impact of learning new skills, of inspiring passion. It's the impact of relationships and shared experiences. It's the relevancy, as careers change and technology changes, as students change and classrooms change, as society changes. It's innovation, through creativity and resiliency of spirit, through research and the efforts of many, opening doors of opportunity to future success. It's all of this and more. It's Fanshawe.
Yes, actually, it's a very fantastic college, very big campus, and having like Fanshawe College, the main plus point is they have a lot of programs in different fields that so many colleges they don't have. That is the main advantage of Fanshawe College. You don't need to be worried about your program selection. So they have varieties of programs. So Sabir Bhai, first of all, we need to know about Canada. Actually, there are a lot of countries in the world people are preferring for their higher studies, and Canada is one of them. And in Canada, obviously, we know that they are not only focusing on the the theoretical studies. They prefer the practical education, experiential learning. So would you please tell me that why Canada could be the best options for students who are planning for study abroad?
Thank you, Mr. Said. So thing is that now if you are each and every year there is a trend like which country they need to select and what will be the best for them. So right now in a survey it's proved that like 95% people they are selecting Canada, and it's amazing. Like the way Canada is welcoming all the international students, and the government they are very friendly to the international student, and the opportunities like what students are getting in Canada, you can't compare it to the other like countries. So in a term of that, for each and every international student, if you are talking about the Bangladeshi student, right now Canada is the highest and the first destination for the Bangladeshi student. Because why? Because Canada is very welcoming for international students, and they give a lot of support. Like right now, if you are already concerned that the COVID-19 issue is happening in everywhere, it's a crisis moment. You see, if you like do a survey, no countries are supporting in that way how Canada is supporting the international student. Even they like fix the fund for the international student. Even if we are talking about us, I'm gonna share, we are also supporting our students by funding them. So it's really a better opportunity for the Bangladeshi student and as well as the international student. in Canada is the best. So there are also a lot of options. Like Canada, it's always they have no compromise with their education. Their education quality is the excellent one. Second thing is like the teaching system and the way they deal with the international student is very unique, because they put our student on the work where they can get the real world experience. It's not all about the theoretical one. It's all about the practical and the academic one. It's a both combination, so that student get feel that type of like pride, so that when they will be graduate from the colleges or from any other institution, they get that type of chances to work there, to stay there, and obviously they do it in confidently, because the way we providing our student the helps, and the country always they are also providing the help for the students. And there are also major things like when students selecting their countries, they are giving priority, like after their graduation, are they able to get the PGWP, or are they able to stay in Canada or not? Because some country they offer, some of them don't offer. But what Canada offer is really brilliant one. Yes, the international student, they can stay by fulfill all the Canadian rules and regulation and doing their degree. Yeah, the education is the first priority. So if you are doing everything on way and you are following the old rules, you can stay in Canada. And those things really, if you are giving the ranking for all those things, they are putting Canada in the high position. Right now in Bangladesh, yeah, it's one of the top one, and you know already. Thank you, Mr. Said.
Exactly. And I think we need to add some more thing that Canada is one of the safest country in the world. That people are safe over there, and there is no discrimination over there. Everyone is equal over there. And one more thing that that language, because we know that in some European countries, some other countries, language is a very big matter. Because if you would like to study in Germany or some other European countries, so you need to know their language. But in Canada, if you know English, that's okay. I mean, their English is their first language. And of course the diversity of their education. I mean, the campus, the country itself, the city itself is very diverse. There are a lot of students from different countries. They're coming in Canada to learn the things. So Pranav, I think whatever I said, is that okay?
Absolutely right.
Because you are the most experienced person in this field, so I need to check with you that whether I'm telling right or wrong.
No, you're absolutely right.
I think
Completely
Mr. Pranav can add more some things, like so that our student get a little bit more experience and the ideas about the Canada. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah, what I feel is that whatever you have said, both of you, is absolutely right. And just to add on to that, the living expense is not that expensive in Canada. That is what, as a student, you need, because, of course, you're spending so much money in your education, and the living expenses should also be very pocket friendly. That's what Canada has to offer you as well. So,
Exactly.
multiple advantages why you should study in Canada.
Exactly. It's not like the London city is not like London city of United Kingdom. So it is very low expense. I mean, the expense is very low. I mean, I should say that 1/3 of the London of UK. So just be relaxed for the London city of Ontario. So we'll talk about London and all these things definitely. And I'd like to request viewers, if you are watching this live video, please don't forget to share, because Fanshawe College really a fantastic college, very reputed, most reputed college, and you need to check their website. A lot of programs. I'm really impressed to see their programs. Really impressed to working with them, and we have a very good visa success ratio as well for Fanshawe College so far. So Pranav, actually there are a lot of there are a few provinces in Canada. So right, so Ontario is one of them, and Ontario state is the most developed and most powerful and most the oldest province in Canada. So, and London is out of them, a city, a metro city. So would you please tell something about the Ontario province and the London city where Fanshawe is located? And because people are very interested to study in Toronto, because they are thinking that their job is very available, they can do part-time jobs very quickly. They used to have relatives or friend circle over there. So, but I personally know London is a very student-friendly city. Students are very comfortable over there. So would you please explain this matter?
Sure. So I'll share something about London, which is very interesting. London is the fourth largest city in Ontario, so it's not a small town. 11th largest city in Canada. In London, the total population is around 5.5 lakhs, so it's a big enough city. And that number is huge according to the Canadian standards. And out of 5.5 lakh people, 1 lakh are just students. So every fourth person or a fifth person you bump into is a student in London. Okay. Second thing here is that because it's a big student city, of course, it's very safe and it is not at all expensive. The two-bedroom apartment can easily be rented for $1,080 or $1,100 maximum. So that is lesser than $300 per person, which is absolutely nothing as compared to the other cities in Canada. So if we rank the cities according to the living expenses, London is ranked at number 23. So it is very cost-effective city, very strong economy. The complete GDP of London is $20 billion. Huge in manufacturing, huge in health services, huge in professional services like finance and marketing and insurance. And the reason why we are strong in health is insulin was actually invented in London. So London itself became a health base for Ontario. And manufacturing, because of course there is a lot of space there. So there are more than 800 companies, manufacturing companies in London. I'm talking about the big companies. I'm not talking about the small scale or medium scale. I'm talking about large scale companies where more than 150 to 200 people are employed. So there are around 800 companies just related to manufacturing. So very strong in engineering, very strong in IT. There are companies like Voices.com, Autodata, IBM, which is based in London, so very strong in IT. Food processing is huge. Labatt is one of the local breweries, which is very strong. Nestle has got their production in London as well. So you name it, in London has it. It gives you that perfect combination of that big city feel, because 5.5 lakh is a big enough number, and it also is not expensive. So it gives you that feel of being in a smaller town as well, where everything is approachable. The average time taking from point A to point B in London is just 20 minutes. That is, as compared to in South Asian country, it can take hours for us to do that. So
Exactly.
that is one of the biggest advantage of London as well. Yeah.
And how far it is from Toronto by
It's
drive?
around 2.5 hours away from Toronto. And one more thing I would like to add here is if you're an international student of Fanshawe College, you don't have to pay for a local transport. Your student
Wow,
card becomes your bus pass.
great.
So that is also, we have got a partnership with London Transit Corporation, and so it's all free of cost. And coming back to your question, 2.5 2 hours drive away from Toronto to London. If I drive, 2.5, slow driving.
Yes, yes, and I think I should add something more. Like in Toronto, the population is quite more, and each student is competing with so many people for a job or for such opportunity. But in London, it should not be like that. So their jobs are available, and the competition will not be like Toronto. So people easily can get job. And so far, I have seen that all of my students, they are doing very well. They don't have any complaint till now, and they already have completed the degree. Because I know another person who went through us, like he had IELTS 7.5 or something like that. He has done 1 year postgraduate diploma in computer system networking, and he has done pretty well in Fanshawe. So everything is fine so far. Actually, we have observed. So Sabir bhai, let's go to your part. That actually, you know that in Bangladesh, the tradition
Right.
or the popularity of colleges is not that much, because the parents, they are saying that my son has studied in North South College, North South University, AIUB, or Bragg University. Then you are preferring my son to study in a college. How? Why? I mean, what is the reason? He should study in a college, sorry, in a university in Canada. So these kind of questions we are always facing regarding the college and university problem. So I mean, would you please tell something about the difference between college and university in Canada? And actually, we know everything, that why college stands for, and what is the basic difference between college and university. But we'd like to know from you that how we can inspire students for the colleges.
Okay, and that's pretty common question, and need to say, see, as we are here, we are the number one in Canada for the graduate employment ratio. So it's the one most interesting and attractive point. So now coming to the like whether it's college or university. So see, Canadian education is a little bit different what we are having in Bangladesh. So it's a totally different one. So like if you are comparing with the college and universities, like it depends on all the student demand, like which program and what university and college they want to study. But I would rather prefer the student for they need to actually in Bangladesh there is a common trend, they don't do their paperwork. Like why they need to select college, why they need to select the universities. So student who prefer like the academic part one, wanna do their academic one, they are very focusing on their academic. They always need to prefer the like universities because they're based on they're very focused on their academic. So what college are doing, they are doing the both together, not only academic. So college, what they are offering the pretty much advanced degrees which are in right now market demand. They have their job demand and they're pretty standard in every way. So it's a combine like with education with experience. So if you are planning for your career, I know each and every student from Bangladesh who are going to Canada for their higher study, they always prefer their career with a good degree. And for the career, you see in Canada, each and every single companies, they don't have time to give you train to take the freshers one. So if you do your degree in universities, you'll get only the academics or you'll never get the experience. So if you select the college, you are getting the academic plus experience. Now you are able to get easily job in any companies in Canada. So which is very career focused. And the thing is that what we offer, like a combine with experience and education, it helps students to get the job easily. Because as I already said, the Canadian company don't have the time to train a freshers to get a better job, to get high pay. So when students come to with us, they're getting the hands-on experience, they're getting the excellent education. So there are also a lot of things what we prefer and what we are offering. Our education system is totally like we teach our student with the real case basis. So you'll never find in a universities or some other institution what they offer. So what we offer, like we have with us more than 8,000 companies are working with us annually. Every year 8,000 companies are working with us, so they have their own like case and own type of problem with their regarding subject and their project base. So what we do offer, we offer it to our students, so how they can deal with the project, how they can like solve those all issues. It's a real life experience and it's a hands-on experience, what you not very common in the college universities. And universities people always they focus on career. Like if I give you an example, like we are getting a lot of students who have their higher degrees from the universities, but they're not getting the job. They're not doing good in their career. But when they come to us and they're getting the excellent degree with us, and they are getting the experience and they are getting a very pretty good job with high salaries. And what we offer is pretty unique one. So from Bangladesh, students are always like thinking like I need to go for universities or college. Yeah, see, you need to know the differences, why you need to go and where you need to go. So in terms of that, if you're talking about the quality, see, as I already shared with you, we are the number one and the government one. So for the quality, each and every institution, it's not about the universities, it's not about the college. Both they need to follow the Canadian education ministry's rules and policies. regarding the education, regarding the all those things. And for the international student recruitment, each and every institution and college and university, they need to have the DLI license, DLI number. So is the main for the
So, Mr.
international student.
Sapir, sorry to interrupt you. So, I think I need to add something more with this, with your whatever you have said, that colleges fees are very affordable, not like university. So, students can finish their degree with a very affordable budget, and the requirement,
Right.
the entry requirements are not like university. Like university is asking more than a B plus average in their bachelors, but in colleges they are asking 60% to 65% in their previous academic result. So, which is quite flexible. Students can finish their degree with a affordable budget and with the flexibilities of the admission requirement. And one more thing, that everything is equal, everything is simple. I mean, similar with the masters and PGD, that they are getting the same work opportunities. They are getting the PGWP as well. After 2 years
Right.
of study, they can get PGWP, 3 years of PGWP, and also they can apply for PR. So, but student has to choose actually what is his dream or her dream, what he wants to do, what is her basic goal. Because as you said that the universities are mostly research based and colleges are mostly the job oriented based, job focused. I mean, whenever a student complete a degree from college, so he will be ready for the job or she will be ready for the job. So that's, we need to make them understand that if you are planning, yes, I should have a skill certificate or professional certificate, and immediately I need a job, then college degree is always better. So after that, he can also, or student can also apply for PR. So this is the thing. Actually, Pranav, I would like to go to you about the college, because you know that in Ontario there are a lot of colleges, lot of good colleges. I cannot ignore anyone, because if I compare with Georgian, Seneca, Centennial, George Brown, so many colleges are there in Ontario province, and Ontario is a province of colleges basically, and all are good. But why people consider Fanshawe? What is the unique points?
Right. Uh, okay, so here's the thing that what I'm just going to add with what Shabir really mentioned, that college is all about employment, and that's how the Canadian education system is. That the colleges is completely related to employment. So that's where Fanshawe is actually on the top. 90.3% is our employment rate, which is number one in Ontario. So that's what we do the best. That's what Fanshawe is known for. Second thing, of course, the way the education is, it's completely hands-on. Uh, all the programs that we offer or that are being promoted, or all the programs that are being introduced, they run in conjunction with the industry. So whatever technology is happening in the industry happens at Fanshawe as well. And even if we are upgrading our programs, we always get in touch with the industry, because we want students to be job ready. And eventually 90.3% is our employment rate.
Exactly, and I think Pranav, we know that the students of Fanshawe College, they are always experiencing the global journey, global travel. They can exchange their semesters to other parts of the world, right? Is it true?
So yeah, there are. I talking about the study abroad options that we
Study
have.
abroad, yes, yes, yes.
So there are. We've got universities and colleges all across the globe where we have partnership with. If a student wishes to do a semester abroad, there is a possibility of doing.
Yes, and it's a fantastic option for them to have the global experience. So let's have the video of that, the how students are experiencing globally with Fanshawe College. Okay, so after the video, we'll come back to the main session.
Sure.
You gain a new perspective on our world when you're actually living in a different part of it.
There's no better way to combine furthering your education, exploring the world, and just kind of growing as a person.
So when you're really immersing yourself into a different culture, it teaches you new life skills. It really teaches you how to interact with language barriers, and it also allows you to pick up on new languages and new phrases and words that you didn't know before.
While you're not going to be spending all your time in the classroom, the entire time you're abroad, it's a learning experience, and you're going to be seeing things from your classes. You're going to be learning things as you're going through this experience about yourself, in terms of like how you can communicate with people how you can solve problems when you put in awkward situations.
Career-wise, employers are looking for somebody who's willing to take those types of risks and put themselves and immerse themselves in those types of situations.
It's a lot easier than you think. And with the support from the office and the scholarship and all these different avenues, it makes it really practical and easy to do.
There's great support with the international office. We'll provide you with a book to read that gives you so many facts about spending, how much money you'll need, what to bring with you to pack. So I think it's a very supportive process.
Do it.
You have to do it. You're young enough to do it. You're able to do it, so you must do it. Your school's offering the opportunity to do it, so take advantage of it. See a different part of our world and to get schooling done hand in hand. Why not take advantage of that?
You learn a lot about yourself that you wouldn't expect, and you see things differently once you come back. And I think you just need to jump into the experience and immerse yourself, and then once you do that, things will come at you that you would never expect.
Yes, it's a very fantastic thing. The Fanshawe College is offering the study abroad experience, and actually it's beyond the classroom. That apart from your classroom, you can also experience the global. So, Sabir Bhai, just we need to know about the programs. I know that the Fanshawe College offers about undergrad and postgrad. So, would you please explain about the programs that you are offering?
Sure, definitely. Like I'm gonna add a little bit with the previous conversation. Like if they're talking about if students start with us, they can go anywhere. Like if you're talking about the USA, if you're talking about the Ireland, if you're talking about the UK, if you're talking about the Finland and Austria, there we have 500 plus extra pathway where a student can go easily. So there is a lot of options, like for the student who are planning to study with us. They have a lot of options which you'll never get in any other colleges as well. As so we are that type of college what we have all options for our each and individual student. Okay, so now coming to the program, like we are offering more than 200 plus programs. So the pretty interesting thing is the large number of program. If you are talking about the core program, 60 plus program that we offer, which is the big number if you are talking about or comparing with the other colleges and other institutions as well as. So what we offer diploma, certificate and advanced diploma. So diploma is basically for 2 years and certificate as well as for 1 year, and the advanced diploma is for 3 years. And we have bachelor, which is for 4 years, and the graduate program we have 2 options, and it's pretty amazing, like the 1 year and 2 years. And the student, we are getting a huge response for the graduate program, which is 1 year or for 2 years. And the area of study that we offer like applied science, aviation, arts and culture, computer and telecommunication, finance, administration, business, information technology, electrical, mechanical, manufacture, health relevant, all those programs that we have. Students have, see, if you have any student who are willing to study in Canada, yes, there is no option to get back because we have all options for our students.
Just you name it, you have it.
Right.
Just name it, you have it, something like. And I also have seen that you are also offering so many courses in postgraduate diploma level as well, 1 year, 2 years program, and very specific program. Because last few days back, one student he just completed the bachelor in journalism. So he was looking for some courses in journalism or media or some courses. So I proposed him to check with the journalism course, broadcasting journalism with Fanshawe College, the BDD program. So he is a bit interested for that program. So that's how the Fanshawe is. They have very specific program, and their programs are covering most of the career field. So that's a big advantage of Fanshawe College. So I would like to know, Mr. Sabir, that how the co-op is working in your programs, how it is, and what kind, how many terms you are offering in diploma level, and how it works actually.
So for the co-op, like I'm gonna give you a simple explanation. Like if you are planning for a program that have 1 year with the co-op, so it will be like it's with the industrial experience, like student who want to select the relevant program. So we have relevant industry. So certain time, like if you are planning for the 1 year program, so almost you need to study 4 months. And if you calculate in 2 semester, in a year we have 2 semester. If you calculating it, 4 months they will study with us, though it's half of the semester, and the rest of time they need to work with our co-op industry, where they will work as a full time, and they will treat it like a full-time employee. So the student who wanna do their co-op program, like there is a misconception regarding in internship in Bangladesh and co-op in Canada. So what co-op is different from internship. Like in our country, internship is look like after completing their graduation, students are finding similar internship with the relevant industry, and it's always obviously it's non-paid, and sometimes their pays very little bit, and it's after their study. But what we offer co-op is with education. It's a part of their study. It's not the separate thing that, and they don't need to like looking for as what Bangladeshi students are doing. So we have a special team, we have a special care who looking at all those things, and the expertise are over there. They will have to get all those things to get everything is in every possible way. And what is the difference, like why our co-op program is very popular with the students? Because they have the real-time work experience with the Canadian environment, with the Canadian companies, and it will give them extra benefited when they will completed their graduation. So it's also a source of income. So we call it earn while learn. So student, when they're studying, they're getting some wages and salaries as like it will be paid. So the minimum wages will be in Canada. It started in, if you're talking about the London, started from 15 Canadian CAD per hour, and students are getting a lot of supports. Like it's a huge support when students are studying and they are getting paid. And that's the real and very fantastic programs that we offer, and we have the huge number. It's a 60 plus. So yeah, I think Mr. Pram can add more so that our students get a little bit more about the co-op.
I have some specific question on that to you. That there are four terms. There are 4 terms in 2 years diploma program, right, Pranab? So out of the 4 terms, how many maximum co-op they can do? How many terms? 2 terms or 1 term? 2. Oh, it's a fantastic thing. So 1 year study, 1 year co-op, and students can recover their 1 year fees through 2 terms co-op without any doubt.
Yeah,
so
without any doubt. But yeah, they can do it if they get a
quite possible, because if they are working for 8 months, so normally the earning is not so bad, and they can recover some of their tuition fees, some portion of the tuition fees. And the main advantage of co-op, so far I believe that the most important thing is the full-time work experience they are gaining, they are achieving before they graduate. Before they graduate, they are experiencing the full-time work experience, and they are getting the connection, the network of the companies relevant to his subject. That's the main vital thing, because actually money is nothing until and unless you have the networks. So it will not work out until and unless you have a good network. So networking is very important to have a better job. So Pranav and Sabbir, Mr. Sabbir, we have actually in Fanshawe College, aviation program is a very fantastic program, and people all over the world, they want to study in aviation. So let's have the video first of your aviation program. Okay.
The programs we have here, we have the M program, the maintenance program. We have the avionics program. We also have flight coming in the fall of 2020. We have a structures program coming as well. These programs prepare them to do maintenance primarily. So structures, AME, avionics, prepare them to be a mechanic out in the field. They can have jobs in airport management, airline management, commercial airline management. There's a lot of places to fill.
I like working on all the different aircraft. They got a bit of everything here, from small M1 stuff like 7150s to like bigger stuff like the 727, the Falcon 10. It was really fun to use.
I came back to Fanshawe, and instantly when I walked in the hangar, I knew that this was the place that I wanted to be. Everything relevant to the industry and what's going on today is here. The profs are really knowledgeable. Everyone's, newly out of the industry. So you can really hear when you talk to them that they have a passion to be here and they actually want to be here, which is what I want in a college program.
Coming here is amazing every morning. You get excited. You actually go into school in a hangar. You never get bored. You always have something to do with airplanes. It's pretty exciting because we mostly do hands-on experience. So that's great for us in the future when we graduate and find jobs in the industry.
Coming to work in a hangar is fantastic, especially the Fanshawe hangar is awesome. The facilities here are great. The equipment's top of the line. There's so many aircraft. Coming here, I think the biggest shock for me was seeing how many aircraft there was to begin with.
With regards to maintenance, Fanshawe just outclassed all the competitors in terms of resources.
So learning the theory is important. You have to understand how things work, but the hands-on skills really are what you're going to use in the industry more than anything. We really focus a lot on getting them ready for the industry, what the employer is going to expect from them, between attitude and that. The skill comes with time. It takes a lot of time to learn those and develop those skills, but we try to focus on getting them ready for what the employers are going to expect from them. I think all around we cover all the bases of aviation, and as the school's growing with the flight program and the flight attendant program, I think the end goal is going to be the college that does everything in aerospace, which is more than the other schools are doing right now. So.
Yes, it's a very big setup, very big arrangement of Fanshawe College aviation program. And there are a lot of aircrafts and very beautiful system. And actually that we have been discussed about the matter. See, in the video it's showing that how students are working practically, how they are learning the things they are learning and they are doing at the same time. That's why they are doing very well in the industry. That's how we need to focus. Dear students, please don't like if you want to become a corporate professional or you'd like to become an industrialist or industry person, definitely they don't look for your CGPA that much. They don't look for you wherever you have done your degree. They will look for what you have learned, what you can do for them, and what is your skill. So please focus on your skill. Use colleges of Canada. They are completely skill focused education. And if you have the degree, of the college, if you have complete the degree from the college, definitely you will be eligible for the industry very quickly. So Pranav, Sabir bhai already have told something about the programs and all these things. So would you please tell me about the entry requirements of all the programs? And you have some certain requirement for academic average, some English proficiency score, and during this pandemic there are some changes over there about the English test requirement or some documentation as well. So would you please explain all these matters?
So as Shabir mentioned, that there are multiple undergrad and postgrad programs that we offer. In undergrad, what we're looking at is a A-level equivalent. Your high school equivalent is what we're looking at, and we need to have an IELTS of 6, no less than 5.5. That is at the undergrad level, but of course at this point of time everybody is facing issues with IELTS. So IELTS indicator is what we have started accepting. The requirement remains the same. We have also started accepting Duolingo, where the requirement is between 105 to 110. That is the minimum what we are looking at. If we are looking at postgrad program, and of course, there are certain academic requirements that we have, that we need to have a minimum percentage, but that depends from program to program, where few programs mathematics is required, few programs mathematics may not be required. So there are certain academic requirements as well, but at this point of time, what is more important is the English requirements. Secondly, for the postgrad, we need to have a bachelor's in a related subject. That is one of the requirements that we have, and IELTS of 6.5, no less than 6 if you have the IELTS. If not, then Duolingo score of 125. We also have other requirements, as in we will always look at your highest qualification and the latest qualification that you have studied. Also, we would see that if you have any kind of academic gap, if it is more than 5 years, then it becomes a bit difficult. But again, we're not saying no straight away. We'll definitely have a look into your complete application before taking a decision on that. Before the start of our conversation, you showed a success story of your student. That was amazing. but the student was starting ESL program. However, that has been discontinued,
Exactly.
offering to students to South Asia market. So at this point of time in South Asian region, ESL is not being offered. So IELTS with 6 is minimum required for undergrad, and postgrad 6.5, and Duolingo 105 for undergrad and 125 for postgrad.
Exactly. So, Pranav, I have some specific question because some students they are completing their bachelor degree from English-speaking country like USA, UK, or Australia, or New Zealand, Ireland. So, these people can apply your PGD program without having English proficiency score.
Yeah, they can have an off letter without the English proficiency score because they've studied their basic degree. But we also look at how long ago was that. If there is a lot of gap in that, then of course you need to take your IELTS or Duolingo. But I'll be honest here, it's better if you have your Duolingo or your IELTS. Do not just depend your the entire application will not only depend on your qualification degree, whether it's from English speaking country or not. It's always good to have an IELTS or Duolingo.
Exactly, and I would like to make clear to our all students that that students are always inquiring us that, for example, in Fanshawe College there are mostly postgrad diploma is 1 year, and students are saying that if I go for 1 year, then I will get 1 year work permit, and I'll be coming back after that because I cannot extend my visa or I cannot apply for PR. So I would like to clear one thing to our viewers and students. See, first of all, you need to look into that. After 1 year program, definitely you will get 1 year work permit. And if the company does not extend your visa or sponsor you anymore, so definitely it is a problem. So it's better to have 3 years work permit. But how we can do it, how we can organize it. Suppose you are doing business management in Fanshawe College, and in the second year you can do another program like supply chain. So what is happening when you are doing 1+1, then you are getting 3 years of work permit. It's not like that you have to take a course with 2 years of duration itself. It does not require. You need 2 years of study. You need 2 years of study. It could be 1+1. Am I right, Pranav?
Yeah, 1+1.
Yes, you can do 1+1, 1+1, and after 1+1 you can get 3 years of work permit, which is very, very flexible. And one more thing that I need to say, that there is no issues of extending your study permit visa in second year. There is no problem. Number one. Number two is that there is extra benefit of doing 1+1 because you are achieving 2 different specializations in 2 years. Suppose you are doing supply chain management for 2 years, and you are doing 1 year supply chain, 1 year HR. So you are experiencing 2 specialization, and you can write in your CV that you have both qualification. You can drop your CV in 2 fields. That is the advantage, right? Pranav, if they do 1+1, what you say?
So we have many students with mechanical engineering. They actually come to us and they do postgrad in mechanical, followed by a project management or supply chain.
Exactly.
So management. They have knowledge about management as well. So all these programs, it's actually better to go for 1+1. There are a couple of reasons for that. Of course, you get a 2 year study permit straight away from here. You can apply for 1+1 program, both programs together from Bangladesh itself, and you get 2 years of study permit from here. It saves you from the agony of looking for another program, applying for another program.
Exactly.
Seats are available, not available. So that it just gets sorted out from here itself. So we would always advise all our students to take 1+1.
Yes, it's a fantastic option. And Sabir bhai, I would like to also request, as you're in Bangladesh, so try to focus these matters to our all Bangladeshi students, so that actually if they are like a little bit clear about this matter, so it will be easier for us as well to convince them, because we need to change their mind actually, whatever they're thinking, right, which is absolutely wrong. And now, Sabir bhai, I would like to know about the tuition fees. What are the tuition fees you're offering in your programs, and how is the payment options, like how they can pay by installment, or what is the payment policy, and of course any scholarship, anything you are offering?
Yeah, there's things, all those things. Let's come by step by step. Like if you are talking about the tuition fees, yeah, it's pretty flexible. And approximately it starts from 5,000 to 8,000 Canadian CAD per semester. So in a year there is 2 semesters. So students have options to pay by installment. Like we call it when students get the offer letter, the letter of admission, they need to pay the first semester, and the second semester they can pay before the second semester start. Yeah, approximately it start from, if you are talking about in BDT, it start from like 4 to 5 lakhs per semester. Yeah, it's very reasonable. And second, what was the second question?
Question is like scholarship. Do you offer any scholarship or not?
Yes,
Entrance
obviously we are
scholarship.
right. We are offering scholarship. We are annually we are offering like 5 billion scholarship for the international student. It's in 450 type of scholarships. It depends on the student and countries, and there is also international student scholarship as well. So for this scholarship, we have a different portal for student will get able to get access to all type of scholarships. So scholarship is available for. We have second option, that is type 2 scholarship. It depends on the student performance. Like if student do in good the first semester, they will able to get the scholarship for the second semester. Right now we also like getting entrance scholarship for the Bangladeshi student for the bachelor program only. So for that, a student need to be nominated, and it will be automatically. It's not depends on like you need to apply for it separately. But all the other scholarship that we have a separate portal. It's very interesting and it's very flexible and comfortable for the student. Like there are a lot of options for the students. They can check it by checking the entry requirement for the scholarship. So students are getting scholarship. The lowest one, 100, like the 1,000 Canadian CAD, it's up to 5,000. It depends on the scholarship types and the other options as well as. Yes. Thank you,
Exactly.
Mr. Said.
And everything is mentioned in your website. Your website is very specific in that, so they
Right.
can check the website. So, Sabir bhai, we just need to know a quick view on your application process, how students can do their application, and what are the documents you basically require for your undergrad and postgrad for the application.
Yeah, for our system, what we what we have is the pretty unique one. It's so automatically and it's software basis is the one of the modern and latest the option we are offering. If you like, you already know the entry requirement, as you know, and you need to just support, and you need to fulfill the student application details with their passport and all those things, and need to upload their academics. The academics you are talking about, the last degrees, certificates and mark sheet, and the IELTS copy and the passport copy. If you need to upload in on the bus in the portal, then if everything is fine, within 72 hours you will get the offer letter, and it's the one of the fastest way that we are offering. And thing is that it's a very easy one because we have a system. It's the one of the fastest and the latest one, so that you don't need to worry about these and that, and it's pretty simple one. Thank you, sir.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Pranav. Now let's talk about the accommodation options by Fanshawe College, and do they offer any off-campus or on-campus accommodation? Number one. Number two is, how is the average living expenses in London? So please tell me about this.
So let's start with accommodation. So accommodation, actually we assist you not only to find your permanent accommodation, but also we give you 2 days of free accommodation as soon as you land in Canada. So there's a whole lot of arrival services that are given to all the students. That's what we're known for. So we'll pick you up from Toronto airport, take you to London, give you 2 days of free accommodation. Then if you talk about the permanent accommodation for a student, there are options online, and there are options on campus and off campus as well. On campus accommodation tends to be a bit expensive, so that would be around $1,000 a month. But off campus, as I mentioned, that the rents would be around $1,100 for 2 bedroom where 4 people can stay. So off campus is way more cheaper, and then you don't have to pay for local transport also. So that is also an advantage. So many of the students, they actually say take off campus because it tends to be more cost effective. There are multiple off-campus accommodations available at a very reasonable price in and around London, and very close to college as well. We've got multiple campuses around in and around London. So there's a campus in downtown. There's a campus Oxford Street, which is the biggest one. Then there's a campus at the airport, the one that the video that you shared. Then there is a campus called London South, which is completely international campus. So everywhere you find a pocket of accommodation or residential areas where the students can actually stay. And the college does actually assist them in finding an accommodation.
So we can say that the average living expenses would be like 700 to 800, maximum 1,000 Canadian dollar. It's something like that.
Lesser than that. So your rent would be around $300. So you're talking about completely like $500 maximum is what you should be paying. $500 to $600.
$500 to $600. Oh, it's very affordable. It's it's like because in Bangladesh also, I mean in Dhaka it's a very expensive city as well. Now Dhaka is becoming New York City in terms of in terms of the living expenses. The hotels are expensive, the house rents are expensive. So really it's a very affordable living expenses. So Pranav, actually we know that the education in Canada, I mean the Bachelor of Education or Early Childhood Education has a very big demand in Canada because there are a lot of job openings in this field. And Fanshawe College has a very fantastic option for early childhood diploma. And this diploma actually people should consider because if they do this early childhood diploma, so definitely they will be getting job very quickly because it has a demand in Canada. So let's have a video of early childhood program of Fanshawe College. Okay, how Fanshawe College is offering early childhood. Okay. Yes, girls from Bangladesh, you can look into the program Early Childhood Education. It's a fantastic program for all of the girls from Bangladesh because it's a very flexible job, and you can mix up with the students, what they are the kids. So it's a very good option, Pranav. I would say because some of our students they already is doing early childhood in some other colleges, and they're really doing pretty well. So Pranav, we are just and Mr. Sabir, we are just end of the live session already. We have past 1 hour. So, Mr. Sabir, I'd like to know from you that what is the present condition of the Fanshawe College? They are offering due to COVID-19. How they are offering the enrollment process, and if what will happen if students cannot fly and attend your classes in person? So, what will happen in that case?
Yeah, see, COVID-19 issue is a worldwide issue. So everyone is suffering, but thing is that as we are very promising with our students, so we are still with them from the very beginning to until the end. We will be stay with them. So for the COVID-19 issue, there is no impact on our campuses, on our system, on our educations as well as. So students are always keep in touch with us virtually, and we are conducting all those things in virtually. So the student, like say for example, if student get a visa and they are not able to fly in Canada, they will able to get in online access to attend the classes as well as. So let me share you how they will benefit it. Like if you are planning for, you can complete this class, the 50% class by online. So it's a great opportunity for the students. So how they will benefit it? They will save their money, they will save their time, they will save their accommodation and personal expenses as well as. So you can do the 50% from home. and there will be no hurry like you need to go to campus, need to attend the classes. You can just do it in a proper time with your computer or with your laptop, and it's a
And
pretty fantastic.
having food by your mom in your home.
Right,
You can do
right,
the
in
classes easily.
home
No need to
environment.
cook by yourself. No need to do anything by yourself. You just have to study only.
Right. The thing is that you are saving your money, your time, and all those things. So in future study, when you will be in Canada, so you will complete your next semester like next 50% with a less cost. So it's pretty fantastic option for the international student. If students are not able to, like if the student don't able to attend in online, we have options. They can defer or they can take the semester back until the situation is improved. So all those things that we offer is the, like, see, for the online class systems, like students are not able to like understand the situation, like they don't know, say, how they are saving their money, how they're saving their expenses as well as, and they're getting the same qualification from home. And thing is that regarding each and every student have issues regarding the PGWP, that will be effect on their future study after completing their graduation. No, there is no chances for student to getting faces that type of issue because it's a Canadian government declaration. So
Exactly.
students still get the full facilities when they're completing their education from home by saving their money, saving their time, and they will get the same benefits when they will be in Canada.
Exactly. And one thing I need to check with you that today I have seen that the government is saying that if you cannot do the biometric as well and also the medical test, so still your study permit decision will not be hold. It will be given, but until when you get the medical and the biometric, then you will be getting the visa on your passport and you can fly. So like that they already have decided that it will not be hold, it is not to be held up your decision of
Yeah.
study permit. So it's a very good thing that people, I would like to request all our students that you don't be panic, I mean don't be confused about this matter. You can do you can do online applications, visa applications, and whenever the VFS opens their office, then you can do the biometric and medical as well. I would like to recommend you that we prominent consultant is submitting all the visa applications through online. So if you have any query, anything about the visa applications, all these things, please be in touch with prominent. Will be happy to process your case. Pranav, anything, any last word or any last point you would like to discuss before leaving the live session? I mean, we are just end of the live session.
Yes, I just want to add one more thing. What Shabir mentioned about advantage of studying online. So there are multiple programs that Fanshawe has always offered online. So we have everything ready for the student. It's not that it's new for Fanshawe as well. So our teachers are experienced teaching online, and there are multiple advantages of studying apart from saving the money as well. Of course, you can't compare it with your experience sitting in the classroom, but Fanshawe has got all the tools, everything to assist the student online. And in May intake, many students were offered online, and I personally spoke to them, and they are very happy with that as well. So that is what I just wanted to add. And apart from that, like Prominent has been one of our prime consultants in Bangladesh. If you are willing to apply to Fanshawe, get in touch with them. They'll help you with your documentation. They'll help you with your application and visa. They are our trusted partners, and they have been serving Fanshawe for a very long time. And I can't be thankful. I can't say enough about them, to be honest. So thank you so much, Syed, and your team has been amazing to Fanshawe.
Exactly, and thank you so much. And the people are actually regarding the online classes. I would like to add something more that when I'm talking to the students, parents about the online classes, they are telling that okay, are they going to take the less money for that, less tuition fee? So I'm not telling. I just told them that there is, because they are giving you the same support. Just you are doing the classes virtually, and they are that sometimes they are telling that the university is that they are getting opportunity to save their money because they don't need to operate the classrooms. Okay, so I told them, see, for doing the online classes, they need to arrange so many things. You are not thinking of that how the arrangement is. So the quality, the professor, everything is saying that whatever you will do in the classroom. So the quality they are maintaining. So don't compromise. Don't think about that. Just you can save your living expenses. That's the benefit you are getting. So thank you so much, Pranav and Sabir Bhai. Thank you so much for joining this live session. And maybe day after tomorrow, maybe will be our Eid festival, and Eid Mubarak, advance Eid Mubarak, and wish you all the best. And we'll be doing these kind of live sessions in future as well. We can do by topics. We can do by some specific topics, some specific subjects. We can that inspire students to, and we can also talk some programs as well. Like that, we can do the live session as well, which is very interactive. And so, thank you so much once again for joining. So we are just ending up the live session. Pranav, would you like to say anything? Any motivational thing to our viewers?
Thank you so much, Sabir. Thank you so much, Syed. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I know that everybody's been fasting, and
Yes.
it's not easy time because it's festival and plus this COVID-19. But thank you so much, whatever you're doing for the society. And yes, in a couple of days, Eid Mubarak in advance. So have a good time with everybody, with your family. Stay safe, stay connected, and take care. Thank you so much.
Sabir bhai, any last?
I just want to add a little bit, 2 or 3 options. Like, you don't need to think about the college. The college, what we are the one of the biggest one. I'm just gonna add little bit more about, if as you already know about the aviation. So aviation sector, in that sector we have 10 million hangar facilities in 80,000 square feet. It's a huge, and we have our own Boeing. So it's not a little bit, and it's not a silly things that having our own stuff. Like if you are talking about the big stuff, Boeing 727 and the DHC7, it's a huge. So it's a college that hold their own stuff, and it's a huge. And the thing is that we have 6 campuses with 1 regional site. So our main campuses, you will be surprised that it's 110 acres, and with several other campuses. So the college, it's a status, but it's similar to university, and each and every modern facilities that we have, and that's why we are getting the student from 104 countries. So we are that much popular one. So don't need to think about that it's a college or university. We hold that type of prestige and legacy so that you can get with us, we can study with us. And thank you everyone for staying with us and having a great time. And thanks, Mr. Syed, to organize that type of excellent Facebook live session. And I always do appreciate you, and the support you are giving us from the very beginning. We really pleased, and hopefully we'll getting it in each and every semester. And the last message: stay safe, stay home, and advance Eid Mubarak.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sabir, for all these things. And definitely, we are really a good partner of Fanshawe College. We have been working since long with them, and we really love to work with them in future as well as we are doing. And definitely, the people that Sabir bhai has said that you don't imagine that how big the college is. I mean, even you don't imagine, because as he said that the only aviation campus, he has mentioned. It's a very big, and this is only one program, one faculty. So if you compare with all other faculties, you won't imagine how big it is. So just do research, and don't get things from your friends and relatives. Just do your own research. Talk to the persons who are experienced, who are knowledgeable, who know the things. So definitely will get the right answer. So thank you so much, dear viewers, for watching this live session. Sabir bhai and Pranav, please be there. I'll be coming back to you. And so please be happy. Happy Eid Mubarak, advance Eid Mubarak. Stay safe, stay in home, and be positive. Try to see the dream as you are dreaming all the time. So don't stop dreaming. Okay, so don't stop dreaming. Try to make your journey with Fanshawe College, and I hope you will have a very fantastic future in your life, in your future. So thank you so much for watching. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you.